this episode, we're going to be discussing the various red flags that you can find in that of a potential partner or a partner you might have right now. This will give you a better idea of the girl that you're dealing with. And so, based off of my experience, I put together a list. Just elaborative red flags that you should avoid. Because oftentimes dating can be sometimes like navigating a minefield. You know, from having a girl that's constantly checking her phone when you're out on a date with her, or a girl that entertains a stadium of male friends. You wouldn't want to miss these red flags. They can quite literally make or break you, right? So a couple of elaborative red flags that I have here, starting off with the list, is going to be that of the following. Identifying the level of eye intensity on the first date. So picture this, you're on a first date with a girl, and she's literally eyeing you down. She's got her eyes locked down on you, and she's staring right and straight through your soul. In most cases, this is a bad indicator. It's okay if a girl's looking at your eyes, but if she's death staring you, doing so for a long duration, it can mean a lot of things. And it's most likely the two things. One, she's got a lot of experience, or two, she's not interested in you. I want you to think back to when you were in a situation where you're really attracted to a girl. We're talking about you as a man being attracted to a girl. Wasn't it hard for you to maintain eye contact? To be very relaxed? To look at her for that long? Yes. It's a natural tendency because you don't want to mess this up. You're shy around her. You're like constantly thinking of what she's thinking about you. If she's not doing so, then that means she doesn't like you. And most of the time, that's what it is. Or you're dealing with a girl that has a lot of experience. If you've been out with many girls and you've looked at girls' eyes for many countless times, you reach a certain point where you're no longer afraid of such. If you're able to maintain eye contact with someone that you find attractive, then you've been desensitized. And in that case, the girl is not one that you want to mess with. Too much baggage. Drop her, there's a whole lot more out there. But we're just talking about first time encounters, not if you're in a relationship. Of course, later on she'll get comfortable with you and looking in your eyes, but we're talking about first time encounters. The next elaborate red flag on my list over here is going to be celebrity crushes. Most of us have probably been in a situation where their partner has mentioned that of an infatuation with a celebrity. You know, they're famous, they're never gonna get them. It's not the fact that there's always gonna be someone in your relationship, a third person that she's always gonna be comparing you to, but the fact that she's disrespected you by mentioning the celebrity in front of you, this person that might even look completely different to you. It's clear disrespect. If a girl truly likes you and is attracted to you, she won't even think about any other guy. No matter what status they're at, no matter how much money they have, it's just out of the question. And you have to give yourself that level of respect. Drop her. She's immature. Now, for this next red flag, it's not too obvious because we relish in it. Hearing the girl that you're interested in talking badly about her ex, wow, she's over him, she loves me. Not so much. Reason being is, what if it's a constant theme where she's constantly bringing up her ex or exes in a bad light? What if she's the common denominator? What if she's the reason that they didn't work out? You know, there's gonna be exceptions where partners are just straight up evil, but there are studies that show that abuse in a relationship with women can leave them likely pursuing abusive relationships. Just a correlation. So, yeah, she might have a few bad things to say about her ex, but if it's a constant theme, man, you might want to take another look at her. Monkey branching. This red flag is by far the least noticeable one because it's hard to tell. I personally learned this the hard way twice with the same girl, so I'm warning you guys. A monkey will not let go of the branch that they're on until they see the next one, and they are sure that they can reach it. Certain. This means that if she's in a relationship, she won't leave until she has the next one set up for sure. And if I've just described the girl or somehow hinted at someone and someone came up in your mind, run away from her. It's emotional and sometimes physical cheating or serial monogamy. Both are definitely not a good sign. Remember, boys, once a cheater, always a cheater. If she cheats with you, she'll cheat on you. I've warned you. At the end of the day, the biggest red flag in a girl is one that's not showing you interest. And what is the biggest telltale sign? You're out on a romantic night with her, and she's on her phone. She's more focused on what's happening on that screen than the conversation at hand. That alone is the easiest indicator to categorize her. I want you to stand up, pay for whatever you ordered, and leave silently. Do yourself a favor and avoid a dramatic scene. Leave her with a neutral take on what happened. It's important that you don't justify her disinterest, and it's important that you don't ask for something that you shouldn't have to ask for. You shouldn't ask for someone to give you attention. It defeats the purpose. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Sorry, I had to take off my top. It was getting pretty hot. While we're on that note of being in a one-on-one situation with the girl, probably at a restaurant, you can easily gauge her level of mannerisms, her etiquette, by looking out for this one red flag, and it's if she's rude to service industry workers. It's pretty cringy, but it happens, and it might seem like something small, oh wow, she's mean to them, but she likes me, it's fine, she's nice to me. No. It indicates a larger issue. Bad parenting, absence of manners. You're better off not trying to find out, but it's just not something you want to be associated yourself with. So, drop her ASAP. Don't associate yourself with something like that. This one's kind of crazy. She's only friends with guys because she quote unquote doesn't get along with girls. Yeah, that one's a classic. But is it really that simple? She just gets along better with guys? No, the heck it isn't. I don't think I need to explain this one, to be honest. You guys can get the hint. Anyways, the next red flag is gonna be, oh wow, a high body count. So what's the deal with the high body count? Why does it matter? Or is it just another number? This red flag is pretty subjective, depending on the person that you are and your religion or the type of band that you are. At the end of the day, for me personally, no way. Up next, I've outlined some red flags that I found hilarious to even think about. The first one is gonna be if she's showing interest in you right off the bat. 9 out of 10 times, you guys, it's a crypto scam. I wouldn't lie to you. Do as you will with that information. If she tells you she was abused within the first 30 minutes of getting to know her, she's already trauma dumping, telling you stories, and you're like a stranger to her, right? Think of how much more baggage is going to be on the other side. Yeah. She needs a therapist, not you. And if you're going to overlook this red flag, then so do you. You need a therapist as well if you're going to overlook this. Don't. A delusional, inflated sense of value. This is a very common red flag. Confidence is great, but have you ever met a girl who thinks that she's the center of the world? If so, drop her immediately. No thanks. Literally. I don't want to meet that kind of person, and neither should you. The next one is going to be a girl who prioritizes taking pictures above everything else. If she treats her life like a photo shoot, don't expect her to be aware of your true value, and not until she loses you, at the very least. And the next one is going to be blaming men for all her shortcomings in her life. Blaming the entire male species for her problems is just sad. Don't try changing her mind. It's not even worth it. It's a canon effect. Using astrology as an excuse for their awful behavior. By far, the worst red flag you can find in a girl. Imagine living your life according to the stars in the sky. Just a great way to shift your blame onto something that's not so controllable, like your feelings. When she refers to herself as a psycho, if she proudly proclaims herself to be a psycho, then take her word on that. Don't complicate it. It's as simple as that. Alright, you guys, enough chit chat. I'm going to give you all the red flags that I have up here. They're pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to go shooting right through them. And I want you to affirm them. It's just like a reminder. Think of a girl that you're, interested in, and see if she has any of these issues, because if she does, out. That's just my opinion. Daddy issues, addiction to gossip, unfaithfulness, drinking for fun, smokes cigarettes, if they're not done with their ex, if she has no hobbies, gets mad if you don't pay attention to her the whole time, excusing terrible behavior as a result of being hurt in the past and making no effort to change said behavior and heal from the past, constant need for drama, she's a drama queen, freaking out over the homeless dude, multiple hair colors in a short period, shitty tattoos, double standards, dumber than a brick and proud of it, like the nasty dumb one. She uses sex as a weapon or bribe, She is going to fix you. She has enormous credit card debt. She has no interest in your friends or your hobbies. So that's all. Hopefully, these red flags are going to guide you towards a partner that's better suitable for you, whether it be short term or long term, in my very opinion. Good luck on your journey towards handling love, if you so happen to find it.